So I wanted to get better in my finances, right? So I sought out the most affordable for me at the time, but smartest financial person that I knew of, and I went to that person's workshop to learn how it is that they do what they do. Well, then they told the story of he went to somebody who was even smarter than him, right, to get advice on finances. And this person said to him, as I'm sitting in this course, he's explaining the story. He goes, I said, hey, what's the best advice you could give me to improve my finances, to improve my financial status? And he goes, I want you to go and get the story, The Tortoise and the Hare, and I want you to read it again and again and again. And much like probably you guys, much like me, right? He was like, what? Like he knew the story, but he's like, okay, whatever. So he got the book, reads the story again and again and again. And then it like kind of hits him, it dawns on him. He goes, man, it doesn't matter how many times I read this story, the tortoise always wins every single time. And then I thought, right, same thing. I was like, man, that's true. Slow and steady wins that race in that story every single time, right? Slow and steady, inch after inch, yard after yard, slow and steady wins the race. And what I started to think was, wow, I don't think that's just true in finances. Man, at the time I owned a gym, right? Same thing in the gym. Now I'm a teacher, same thing with continuing education, right? Same thing in athletics, same thing with getting strong, same thing with getting fast, right? You don't just go from a 6-second 40 to 4-second 40 just by doing a couple of days. No, that takes months, years to develop the skills necessary, the strength necessary to make that happen, right? Again and again, coming back again and again. So now I get to travel the world and I get to teach about ropes, I get to teach about training. And so what I do is I go to used bookstores and I get copies of The Tortoise and the Hare, so I can teach and read them to my kid. And no matter which copy I get, the story's always the same. The hare thinks he's awesome, right? But the tortoise always wins. Slow and steady wins every single time. Slow and steady wins so much so that my wife told me that I had to get a tattoo covered up because it was nasty, that she goes, hey, what are you gonna get? And I said, I'm gonna get a tortoise. Why? Because I am the consummate hare. I wake up and I try to just get it all done today, and I forget that slow and steady wins the race. So now I wake up, I get to see in the mirror, hey, be the tortoise. Slow and steady wins that race. Slow and steady. Yeah.
Nice.
Take it easy.
Hell yeah.